All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. And today we're going to be talking about Mr. Organic's new podcast, man. This new podcast, Organically Speaking. I don't know if you guys have actually checked it out. I saw maybe like the first 10 minutes of this Organically Speaking episode with Stunner Reese. And Organic just repeats the same old stuff, man. He literally talked about the same old stories that he just talked about on Taco and Shawarma's podcast. He just like repeats the same stories. Literally, it's the same stories that he's talked about years ago. It's like, come on, man, you're going to have to come up with some new content. You got to create some more stories. I mean, you created a fake story around the Lamborghini Urus lawsuit and told you guys that he sold the car. All right, so I know you can come up with real clever stories than the same old garbage, recycled shit that he be talking about over and over and over again on every other person's podcast. Like, he's literally said the same stuff on Fresh and Fit, on No Jumper, on Taco and Shawarma, and him and Stunner Reese are basically going through the same old stuff again, man. Trying to talk about women, trying to down women, right? And then trying to elevate himself in these conversations, trying to make it seem like he's a real high value man, right? And these women out here are like trying to get a high value man like him, but they don't bring anything to the table. I'm like, bro, you're not even a high value man. What are you talking about, sir? What are you talking about? You was maybe a high value man for maybe 1 year, maybe 1 year, 2 years when he was in Malibu. But now that he's back in this 1-bedroom apartment, that's not a high-value man. That's just like everybody else in Miami. Just because you're paying $4,000 in Miami and people on other parts of the country may be paying like $2,000 for the same size unit, that doesn't make him high value, because everybody in Florida that's with a 1-bedroom apartment is probably paying the same price. That doesn't make you high value. And then I'm looking at the podcast, right? You can tell that they Organic must have rented the smallest room. I'm talking about, this got to be the smallest room. They're literally, like, their feet is literally touching each other, man. Do you guys see this? Stunner Reese and Organic's feet are literally touching each other. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. They must have rented the smallest room. That's crazy. Are you guys seeing this? I mean, at this point, he might as well just sit on Organic's lap at this point. Stunner Grease might as well just sit on Organic's lap. And I thought people that wear shorts, I don't normally wear shorts, but I thought when you wear shorts, they're supposed to go past your kneecap, right? He'd be wearing them little-ass booty shorts. He might as well start wearing skirts at this point. That's wild. And what's up with are these curtains? Bro, are you serious? Is he serious? I thought he said Top of the Mook podcast was going to be like on the level of Joe Rogan and Fresh and Fit and No Jumper and some of these other bigger channels. And then as soon as Tall Guy like dropped out, that thing sank. That whole podcast, Top of the Mook podcast, just sank. And then what happened to the Forgiato studio? Because I remember he was talking about Forgiatos, right? I got a partnership with Forgiatos. Whatever happened to that partnership? But look at this, man. What in the world? You got some curtains? Bro, you got curtains. That has to be the smallest setup. Like, he's literally got the screen, the table, and they're literally like touching each other's feet, man. That's kind of weird. No homo sapien. Ain't that what he say, right? Ain't no homo sapien. Ain't no Diddy. Ain't no pickle. But that's weird that you guys are sitting that close to one another to the point you got to touch each other's feet. That's crazy, man. I mean, I was going to react to the video, but I was like, man, most of you guys are probably not going to even tune in, right? Because Organic just says the same old shit talks about how he's a high value man, right? He's talking about all these women. I don't know why these women, all these average women or these low value women want a high value man like me. I'm 3 of them, right? They don't make any more like me. I'm the only one like this. It's like, bro, you're not the only one that's 6'6", or 6'6", 200 or whatever. Like, he tries to pick on these attributes or whatever. It's like, if you are like really high value, how come he doesn't have a high value women already? How come like women like Danielle Champion bounced? If he's such a high value man, why did she leave? Why did Danielle Champion leave a high value man that's 6'6", 230, sturdy, with a 10-incher, right? And all that goofy shit that he talking about. Why did a girl, and Danielle, I mean, I'm not going to like try to down on Danielle. She's beautiful. All right. She's beautiful. And if you've seen her recently, she looked like she definitely way better looking than she was when she was around Organik. But she's not even like top echelon, right? I'm talking about like top 5%, right? I mean, she's up there. I guess everybody has their own taste and their own valuation and things, but she's not even like top 5%. And he keep talking about women like, what, dude? You don't even have a high value woman. You're gonna have to lower your standards, sir, because you got a 1-bedroom. You have a 1-bedroom apartment, sir. I don't know why he's talking like he lives in a $40 million mansion in Miami. Like he's got the ego of Wes Watson without all the assets, or without not even assets. I don't even think Wes Watson even owns half of that shit. But he does the same shit Organik does, and fooling people by shouting, and you know, they all pretty much follow the same formula. But this is what I mean. Like, this is what I say. Like, this psychological brainwashing shit, this social media brainwashing shit is real crazy at this point. They all follow the same formula, the same recipe or whatever. It's a recipe for disaster. But I'm trying to figure out though, why is the Aston Martin? Why does the Aston Martin not have any Forgiato wheels on it? Every car he's gotten, he got Forgiato wheels, because he told you guys that he has Forgiato partnership. He said he has a Forgiato partnership. That's his partners. You know, they work together. They sponsor him or whatever. They pay for his sponsorships. Like, he would literally talk about them back to back to back when he was in California. And I know it has nothing to do with state. It has nothing to do with state lines, because the guy that CJ on 32 works with in Texas, is his name Mo or something like that? I don't know his name. I forgot his name. The dude with like supposedly all the wheels in stock or whatever. He has a partnership. There's a lot of guys on YouTube, not like that don't own shops necessarily, that have partnerships with Forgiatos or Lexani or whatever. Like Omi the Hellcat, he had a partnership with Lexani. It never really dropped anywhere. I guess it dropped after the whole debacle with the feds and all that shit, but that's reasonably understandable. But Organik, Forgiato's just bounced all of a sudden. Like, all these companies that he supposedly had partnerships with, like, just bounced all of a sudden. Like, you never hear him talking about Forgiatos. You never hear him talking about MyBookie. You never hear him talking about any of these other companies, right? Parma Token. It's crazy, man. That's wild. It's like, whatever happened to all these partnerships? Like, that Aston Martin is looking real vanilla right now. There's no wrap, no tire stickers, no wheels. Man, I'm starting to think maybe he hasn't paid his invoices to Forgiato. Because why would Forgiato just drop him like that? That's weird. Like, he's literally, go back and look at all the cars that he's had on the channel, right? What was the last car? I think even even the Challenger, the Super Stock, the one that belongs to his brother, that had Forgiatos. So all the cars before the Aston Martin had Forgiatos, except this one. I don't know if you guys paid attention or not, or even noticed that, but It seems like he just can't afford to even mod these cars anymore. So what is his channel at this point? Because he just like uploads a whole bunch of bullshit now. I'm pretty sure the next video is probably going to be a gym video. That seems the only thing he can possibly do right now is gym video and organically speaking with some clowns. Like, at least get some big hitters.